What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we are doing another career resimulation in Madden 21 franchise, and today we're doing another player from that 2012 draft class, I believe. I think it was 2012 draft class. Andrew Luck. Of course, we already did RG3. Now we're on to Andrew Luck. Of course, played a bit longer as a starter than RG3, but still ultimately injuries did end his career early. I wouldn't say as well as RG3 because he's still playing, but you know, like RG3 is not really playing. He's playing, and I'm happy that he's still in the league, but he's not a starter, simply put. You know, neither were ended up being players that you wanted them to be, I guess, kind of. Regardless, though, we are going to see what happens if Andrew Luck was in the 2021 draft class with guys like Trevor Lawrence, guys like Rousseau, who I don't think is even that high of a pick. Is he like 4? It seems high. But this is what Andrew Luck looks like. We actually took the ratings literally from that Madden 13, and slapped them in. Once again, is it Madden 13, right? I think it was Madden 13. But Madden 13, and we plugged him in here, of course, 23 years old as a starting quarterback. A+ throw power, A+ mid, A short. The only thing that was upped here is his awareness and his throw under pressure, because obviously throw under pressure wasn't actually a rating back then. And also with the awareness, they only gave him 60 back then, but they did give him very high passing accuracy stats. You'll see that in a moment. And without a doubt, in my mind, the Jaguars are going to take him number 1 overall. I would be very shocked if they did. Well, maybe. I mean, Trevor Lawrence is pretty good too, but we'll see. Of course, actually, let's make these right as well. Why not, right? As much as we physically can. Ravens won, Browns won, the Bills won, the Bucks won, the Rams won, and the Saints won. Unless my brain melted, I think that is good. Also, I'm going to say now, because there's going to be, I could just feel the title. I already have this thing prepared. If he does really well, the title is going to say something about he becomes the 2.0 version of either Mahomes or Rodgers. So here's the thing. I always say that saying is incorrect. People always get that saying wrong. The 2.0 version of someone that's already really good is basically impossible. I don't really like the saying, but I know people like that in the title, and we're here for the views, damn it. Leave a like if you think you're going to enjoy this. Just predict it, okay? Just look at it, think about it in the future, and just know, and then maybe subscribe. We do a ton of franchise stuff. Don't worry about the password. This league will be gone. The Ravens and the Saints are in the Super Bowl. The winner of this one is the Ravens. I wouldn't be super mad with a Super Bowl like that. I think we'd all be pretty okay with that, right? You know, as long as it's not the Buccaneers, I think we can all agree we'll all be okay. Maybe you guys don't like the Packers either. I can understand it. You know, whatever your reason is, fair enough. But we can all agree we don't want the Buccaneers to win, right? Can we all agree? Thank you. Okay. Sorry, Buccaneers fans. It's not you. It's nothing personal. It's about Brady winning 400 rings. He's ruining the league with his success, okay? We all hate it. Oh, crap. Damn it. Well, there's that. We already know where he went. Number 1 overall, Andrew Luck. 82 overall. I believe he came into the game as an 84 overall, which is just nuts. Of course, hidden development, X Factor, if you guys want to know. I'll show you the traits. Oh, we could have made his play action higher. That's what we... No, actually, I don't think I forgot. I think it just... Once again, for some reason, the ratings have been regressing for me a little bit, so it is what it is. Instead of play action being high, he has throw under pressure being high, which, of course, in Madden is like twice the freaking value. 92 throw power, just like in the game. 81 deep, just like in the game. 90 medium, and 89 short. No, I thought it was supposed to be like 93. I don't know. It's EA. Whatever. These are his ratings. Hate me, love me. Do what you got to do, man. Okay, the traits hopefully are right, because I did set them all pretty much to be the prolific, beastly quarterback, and it looks like that is the case. Predictability, yeah, I guess so. Scrambling quarterback, I'd say just balanced, right? And that's pretty much that. Let's go on to Jacksonville, who ended up getting even better. Even better. Of course, the Jets are stoked. This could actually be a pretty successful one, too. I've been mulling over... You know, I know it's early, but I've been mulling over potential teams that we could work with next Madden, and the Jaguars are pretty high up on my list. They're a really solid-looking team, but I think a lot of people are going to want to use them because of Trevor Lawrence. But this is a sick roster. They got Hubbard on top of it. Why not? Do what you got to do. They got Leatherwood, We'll probably put him at right tackle, right? I just want the team to do as well as possible, okay? Just stop yelling. And I know Colts fans are absolutely cringing at the prospect of this, but obviously that'll never happen, so don't worry about it. They landed this guy too, Andre Cisco. They had a really good draft. Jacksonville landed 3 hiddens minimum. 4, actually. Jesus. Yeah, this Jacksonville team is loaded. Absolutely nice. Of course, with the defense, I think that's pretty much it. But yeah, there's a lot of potential here. You move up Henderson because he's a superstar. He'll be the number 1 in a moment. Yeah, this is a really talented roster. Andrew Luck might be able to be the most successful career resimulation person thus far. And of course, injuries were a big part, the main part of his career, but the whole point of this is to resim it as if, he doesn't get injured. Injuries are too random in Madden, even though I know that happens in real life. You can actually even make the argument that injuries don't happen enough in Madden, but for the sake of this series, we'll probably keep injuries off for pretty much everyone, right? Probably everyone. We're also not going to do anything fancy. We're going to leave the... I guess this is what they run. I'm going to leave the Jaguars on their normal stuff, so I'm not going to touch anything. We're going to keep it the same, and we'll see how Andrew Luck performs in year 1 of his rookie career. I know that's how a rookie career works, right? First year, Jacksonville goes to 7-9, though, so not a bad record, and they do miss the playoffs. Andrew Luck, comparing this to his real-life season, about 200 yards short. Touchdowns, though, about 11 up and about 5 interceptions less, so not bad. Completion percentage is a massive 7 above, I believe. Is it 4, 7? 4, what the hell? 9, that's the one, 9. Passer rating is up like 24. Rushing James Robinson does really well. And then Chark should be a superstar. Of course, for the awards, which we almost forgot to do, I would imagine he is not Rookie of the Year because Trevor Lawrence is literally the MVP of the league. Absolutely crazy stuff. Number 2, though, right? Yeah, number 2. The AFC took literally every quarterback. This is absolutely insane. And that's pretty much it, right? I didn't even see him on the list there. He probably wasn't even on there. Trevor Lawrence crushed it. Well, don't worry, Jacksonville. You still took a good player. The winner of the Super Bowl between the Browns and the Packers is the Browns. Draft recap, do they do it again? This is looking like a pretty good draft. I mean, that's definitely a developable guy. They draft Gabe Shepard, who is hidden. Oh, my. Chad Cousins, hidden. They are absolutely crushing it. Ooh, 24-year-old DT. They actually are crushing it, though. Like, that is another 3 good draft picks. They had, 4, maybe 5 in the first year? I mean, if this team doesn't succeed, I don't really know, who will, honestly. If this isn't the team that puts Andrew Luck on top, I would just never leave if I'm him. Obviously, O-line could improve, and receiving threats aren't great, but they're making strides in the right direction. You got Chark, Robinson, both at superstar. Luck is now an 88 overall. Can't really upgrade too much faster because it's really just the awareness and play action stuff that they're missing. Obviously, Shepard should start. Obviously, Cousins should start, assuming he's not a DT, which he is not. I mean, it's a solid-looking team. I don't know what else to tell you. It's getting there. All right, slightly better, 8-8. Everyone's 8-8. Once again, I don't really have a horse in this race. But, yeah, if you thought I'd won anything. Look at the losses. This was an insane season. They won the first 6 out of 7 games, and then they just went on an L streak. I can't imagine they're going to be able to do too much here, but we'll see. Andrew Luck, worse season than before. Rushing, about the same for James. Chark, less touchdowns. Chenault gets to 1,000. Not going to look at the awards because he has 0 chance to win anything major. And going against the Ravens, they get a playoff berth, though. They win. Going against the Patriots now, and they lose. Let's go to Super Bowl, see who wins that, and then take a look at those losses. Well, win and loss. Browns versus Packers. Wow, we're so stoked to see a repeat, and the Packers win. So 50-50 battle, and it's really just those 2 teams' league now at this point, apparently. Looking at the Ravens, impressive win, right? Andrew Luck outplayed Jackson by a little sliver, and I mean that's really all you can look at. Patriots game looks like he did really well. I mean, that's a gunslinger. That is an Andrew Luck night. I love it. 372, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. Team just let him down, unfortunately. Team just let him down. Ooh, we ain't talking about how good this draft is. Now, I will say, the guy, nah, he sucks. I thought he was 6'7". I was about to say, he thought he was 6'7". He's not. That is a terrible draft. There's nothing really to argue here. This is just garbage. That is disgusting. Oh, my. Like, I don't know. Maybe if you look at every single player, there's some user potential. But as far as a rebuild goes, you might as well just take, like, 30-year-old wide receivers and whatnot in free agency. And that's where you see a bit of a drop-off. I wonder if this is, like, bad in the beginning, bad at the end. I guess that's kind of how bad season ends. Yeah, bad in the beginning, okay in the middle, and then bad at the end. You win the final 2 out of 3, which really hurts you. Pulling the Jets, which actually ended up getting them Andrew Luck here, which is ironic enough. The picks are rising. And Jacksonville fans are hoping for an injury. Okay, that's probably a little too far. James Robinson, though, 6.1 yards per carry on 12 speed. He's literally a fullback. Oh, did they raise his speed? 88 speed, a lot better than he used to be. Chark's still doing really well. Chenault's still here. Yeah, I mean, Luck didn't really play that well. It's, you know, I mean, honestly, the Jaguars maybe even debate, you know, not re-signing him. Luck is playing pretty badly considering how good his ratings are. It's really strange. It's a Jacksonville effect, I guess. And the Buccaneers win the Super Bowl over the Colts. No Browns, no Packers. You'll love to see it. Something new. And we're headed to another draft. Jacksonville with pick 3 overall goes for a defensive tackle, an undersized one at that. 6'2", I mean, I guess it works, but kind of want 6'4", right? That's probably what you're looking at. Corner, lots of potential with that speed. They get a wide receiver who is hidden, of course, probably star, usually in that 3rd round or later. You're not going to get too many players that are superstar or better, but star development is still obviously great. They go with a middle linebacker with some speed. I mean, you got to like that as well. So, I mean, it's an okay draft. Probably should have went for a lineman, though. You know, maybe protect your prized possession. If you still view him that. Maybe they don't view him that way, like we said. Maybe they are going to get rid of him. I don't know. And another 5, and I am superior to everyone I know. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I am super shocked here. 4,559 yards, 34 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. 65% completion percentage, longest pass of 48. So that's gotta signify something, right? That's gotta say there's no deep game on this team. Even though you got Chark, I am really surprised by that. But I don't know what you could really do. Luck did have a pretty good year, so maybe really did make a bad decision, didn't you? Look at it, a pretty decent year, so he could be on the list. I am surprised he's not 10th. I don't feel like those are 10th numbers, right? 4th in yards, 34 touchdowns. Really? What is the league on crack? That is insane numbers everyone has. The Cowboys and Bengals, that's an interesting one. I don't know if I'd see it, but 31-17. At this rate, you almost even debate that the Bengals have a better chance just because the Cowboys have a ton of money in players that are going to be too old to be good at that point. So that's usually where you would probably see a rebuild year for them, even though it's almost a rebuild year right now because they played really strangely. You know, you could say all you want about Dak Prescott being injured, but like a team with that much talent should have been able to persevere. There were, I guess to be fair, there were a lot of injuries, but still, I thought, yeah, there were a lot of injuries. What can you really say? Pick 3 again, and what is that 2nd round pick? What is this? I mean, it's one thing to draft a normal, but when you take that, like, you need to be fired. Everyone that had any sort of decision-making in that needs to be fired. Simply put, you cannot draft a 62 overall center in the 2nd round, pick 3. 2nd round in general, but pick 3, that's a 1st round pick. All right, playoffs, give it to us. I don't get it, okay? We don't change anything. We change 0. I'm too lazy for this. You should know that by now. And look at us, 12-4. And by us, I mean Andrew Luck. I am the embodiment of Andrew Luck's career. And that is the best season by far. Of course, comparing his numbers, I probably should have been doing that, but comparing his numbers, 2014, definitely you could not compare that here. But this is the 4th year? 4th? Is this technically his 5th? So this would be his 4,240 yard, 31 touchdown, 13 pick season coming off of a half season miss. Next season is where he would have been injured, and that's kind of, like the whole year. So that's kind of where the train really derails. Is this going to be an MVP? It's not. Okay, I guess maybe I won't. I don't know, unless he starts doing really well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sneak that little 2.0 title in there. You know, Andrew Luck with his best season by far and a really good one. Doesn't even win MVP. Going against his quote-unquote former team, the Indianapolis Colts. He beats the Colts. The Bengals, who are in the Super Bowl, can beat them as well. Going against the tough Chiefs, he wins it, and you already know we're going in against the Lions. Let's see, can Andrew Luck pull it off? 91 overall for this team, 91 for them. They landed Trey Lance. I'm not super... I don't understand why. But here we go. Hard Rock Stadium. I love it. Hard. I love rocks. What? And I don't know if they got the ball first or what's the story, but that was a very quick score by Detroit. But the ship is back on track as Jacksonville is now up by a decent bit. Jacksonville cannot be stopped. However, Detroit is keeping up pretty closely here. I don't know how, but Jacksonville, they're just smoking it. But once again, their defense is kind of choking it. And everything's rhyming. It's like Willy Wonka out here. And Jacksonville actually just choked the Super Bowl. I don't know how. What in the world? I don't get it. I do not understand. Andrew Luck appears to have played his absolute heart out and lost to the Detroit Lions. The Lions, of all people. Okay, maybe not. Okay, Angela, I mean, they look good, but Andrew Luck with 3 interceptions, they must have ran a lot in, and they did. 3 touchdowns, of course, 4 touchdowns rushing. They also had 4 on the ground, so you can't really say much there. They just took care of the ball better. Simply put, Andrew Luck threw 3 interceptions, and that was the difference. Jaguars on their team with Okudah and Lane. That's a tough defense to play against. Don't miss a kick. They didn't. All right, I guess Andrew Luck did kind of sell, and this is probably the worst time for him to sell, kinda, because 5th-year option / re-sign year? Actually, this might have already been passed. He might have already signed. 99 overall, 28 years old. Is he going on 29 or is he already 28? I don't even know. Contract, though, 7 years. So what did they give him, a 5-year deal, I believe that is? Because like, he wouldn't have been... I don't know, math, dude. It's way too much. All right, with pick 31, they end up with a middle linebacker who is hidden development. Really good. That's one of those super, I wouldn't say gems, but this is one of those guys that you would see a lot of use out of. Super fast, 86 hit power. What a beast. They go with another linebacker, which is maybe a little bit too much of a double dip. They go with the safety, Jameel Cooks. I suppose I don't blame them for literally going defense in the entire draft outside of the final pick, because that's what they need. Outside of offensive linemen, hidden development as well. Outside of offensive linemen, there's nothing else. I mean, I wouldn't say nothing else, but the biggest needs are definitely on the defensive side. They gave up 41 points in the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. That's you can't win games if you're giving up 40 plus. I mean, I don't know what the numbers are, but your statistics of your probability of winning got to be very low when the moment you allow 40 plus. As soon as that happens, you cross that threshold, it's over. As far as O-line, Linder's kind of regressing to the retirement. He actually stays that good. Stoked for our Rams league. Look at this. 34 and a baller. Not a baller, a baller. I know, I'm hip. To the playoffs and less of a good season, but still a good one at 10-6. Andrew Luck does only better. Of course, picks are a little bit higher than last year, but still good. I mean, this team has the winning formula. Super speed demon at wide receiver. Ruckert, 85 overall. Not bad. Really good catcher. Kind of like a Jason Witten type. 2.0. Of course, let's see if we won any awards. Luck might have done enough for MVP. He did. MVP, Andrew. This is what we're talking about. Now we can get it rolling. He's only 28, 29. He's only like halfway to his retirement here. Kinda, maybe. Do not want to play it. We will watch this out. The Browns, first game loss. I probably should have showed the statistics for the leading up to the Super Bowl game. Cowboys back in another Super Bowl. Chiefs are also back in it. Nice rebound, and they win it. Let's take a look at those stats from the loss. I suppose it doesn't really matter as much technically, how the team does on the way in if they're winning, but I guess it's still something to note. We should probably be looking at rushing. Actually, we could be looking at rushing stats. I just haven't paid attention to it. Speaking of rushing stats, so Andrew Luck, let's take a look at those stats as it is. Oh, he's maxed, it would appear, as he is. It is pretty far into this one, like what, halfway through his career, like we said. Most likely, He is now 29. Oh, he's not max. It's just for whatever reason didn't upgrade him. So same speed, same excel, same agility. Obviously, accuracy ratings are pretty much max. At this point, you'd probably go with Scrambler each time because you get a better chance at speed, get a chance at break sack. There you go with 3. That's really nice. Nice sack. All right, with pick 21, they go cornerback. I don't mind that. Carlos Jackson, cool name as well. 23 kind of sucks for a guy that needs to develop. And then in the 3rd round, they get a super steal, Oscar Cabrera. Sounds like a freaking old school baseball player, by the way. Christian Meredith. How many freaking hidden running backs do you need? James Robinson is still the starter. Why? You know, I don't know. So the playoffs, and bye week at 11-5, 3 straight years, I believe, in the postseason. Luck, a little bit of a down year, still playing really well though. Robinson has this been the James Robinson career simulation video? Because hell, even slap Chark in there, because Robinson has got some like Hall of Fame numbers here, as he has put up every single season with over 1,000 yards. And the touchdowns, he's almost balancing out at double digits with that 14, a couple of 11s. Close enough. If he had like a 17 touchdown season, he probably would be at double digits each season on average. Eagles get the old Russell Wilson, old version of him. Old as in like old man, not as in like before this season. Even though he was good this season, he just kind of like fell off, kept getting worse each week for some reason. I don't know. Seattle, you can only carry that team so much, you know. Wild card round is over. We play the Ravens in the divisional, and they lose first game. I really want to see Andrew get another Super Bowl visit and hopefully a win. Ravens versus the Saints. The Saints will lose the game. Thought maybe they would have won. Put my money on it, and I lose it all. 23-28. Not a bad loss, but you know we got to see more from Andrew. Less interceptions, more touchdowns. Yes, it is what it is. All right, with pick 28, keep drafting defensive linemen. They have not drafted a single good offensive lineman since we've been here. Hell, you can maybe even make the argument that before then, but this is what the line looks like. It's got to be looking pretty bad. I don't know how they got Blankenship, but because he's 30. Leatherwood is the only guy. Oh, yeah, I forgot Leatherwood. He's the only guy. Rucker did get to start at some point. Don't know when. But you got to build the line, man. That's probably the big missing piece at this point. And we missed the playoffs for the first time in a while at 7-9. Luck's touchdowns are down. I see no consistency from Luck, though, really. And Robinson, his consistency is always there. Chark, really solid stuff, too. Not going to look at the awards because there's just no chance for him to win anything with those numbers. Going to the Super Bowl, the winner of the Super Bowl between the Browns and the Panthers is going to be the Browns. So they've won several now, at least 2. And the real question is Andrew still here? We should probably wait until the re-sign was over, but Andrew's luck's got to be like 31 now. Got to be thinking maybe it's time to move on. I don't know. They disagree as he is still here. I do not know what his contract situation is like. It's got to be like the final year or they re-signed him. So let's take a look. It is very close to the final year. Pick number 11, the overalls look decent. Strong safety, hidden development, good selection. Running back, debatable one, but I suppose James Robinson is getting kind of old, even though he is X-Factor. They go with a hidden development corner as well. Not a bad draft, Obviously, that running back, maybe not a good pick, but it's okay. Obviously, it is a pretty high draft pick, but still, it's okay. Still got to see a lineman there. Second round, screw it, linemen. Let's be honest. Running backs don't matter as much as linemen. It's just simple fact. It really is. We're seeing the average lineman getting paid more than running backs, I would assume, by a lot, right? Like, it's not even close. Your typical 70 overall lineman in Madden in their mid-20s is probably getting paid $7 million a year at least, right? So the playoffs, and we are back at 9-7. Not super strong, but we're back, and that's all that matters. You just got to make it, and anything can happen. Andrew Luck with 4,300 yards, 38 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. James Robinson, 15 touchdowns, 1,242 for yards. Rucker, 1,030 with 10 touchdowns. Not bad at all. Could go to Superstar unless he already is. Haven't really been following him too much. It should be Superstar with those numbers. Not bad. What are the awards looking like? Andrew, anywhere to be found? Number 10 for the entire year awards. Maybe QB on the list, number 6. So, yeah, still a good year, but yeah. Here it is, the Bengals, who did attend a Super Bowl. They cannot beat us. Ooh, Trevor Lawrence potentially against Luck. And Trevor Lawrence once again showing who the better choice was. As always, Buccaneers versus the Broncos. The Buccaneers win another. And in this one, Andrew Luck is still here, I believe. Would he have needed a contract now? Actually, it might be one more year again. I just keep keep missing the numbers by like a sliver. Like, things haven't been great here, but it's still a really good team. So, I don't know. I kind of expect him to stay, right? As far as postseason goes, though, obviously these numbers weren't great, but at least he didn't throw a pick. That's really been the main issue with all these losses, is he turns the ball over. And once again, another great game. Trevor Lawrence played a little bit better, but, you know, it is what it is. Things happen. All right, pick 26, a pass rusher. It looks like some of the guys might be getting older. I seen that Allen and then the rookie they grabbed that was hidden in one of the first years, maybe even the first year, were both 96 overalls. I mean, you got 96 overall edge rushers with a 98 overall corner, I believe. Those three positions alone should be enough to have a decent defense, right? Let's take a look at that 90 overall team, though, while we're here. 93 for Robinson, who is now 32, obviously on the retirement age. Same with Chark. Chenault's got to be, like, right there. I mean, this is a team that is on its last legs. Ruckert should have been superstar, but wasn't. They landed some hidden lineman. Who cares? He's way too low of an overall. Wooten hidden as well. But yeah, like I said, I mean, obviously regressing here a little bit as he's now 33. This is a team that should do it, right? This is a team that's got to get it done. If I'm Andrew Luck, if I'm signing with this team, I'm doing 2, maybe 3 years max, because that's the window, if that. Playoffs, and the Jags are in it with a 13-3 season. This could be the year. This could be the year. Luck, pretty solid numbers. Touchdowns are a little low. Rushing, Robinson's just been an absolute god. I do kind of want to take a look at those numbers before he retires. Could be one more year, and then he'll be done probably. Luck at 3, which obviously means he won't be winning. Freaking Jordan Love has been crushing it, though. He's been on the top of the list a lot of the times, as Andrew Luck keeps getting overshadowed by Trevor Lawrence in this one. All right, the Chiefs versus the Jaguars. You only need 2 to make it to the Super Bowl. They beat the Chiefs in a very high-scoring game. Now going against the Bengals. They win that one, and we're back to the bowl. Going against the 14-2 Cardinals. Look like potential number 1 seeds going against each other. Kyler's still there. They got Jalen Waddle. A lot of speed on that team, it would appear. And Andrew gets another shot. Quite a bit down the line, but he's getting another shot at the thing in Atlanta's stadium. Can he do it? Last time, he came very close. He tried, threw a lot of picks, though. They came close. They just could not hold them off on defense. Can they put up enough points this time? They know what they need to do. They got to score. 10-3, 17-3. James Robinson is a hero, probably the MVP of this team. 24-6. Andrew Luck is looking good. This team looks like it's going to win itself a Super Bowl. Cardinals don't want to go away, though, but the clock is the enemy, and the Jacksonville Jaguars win the Super Bowl. Andrew Luck is on top of the world. Top-tier quarterback in the AFC, on top of the world with a Super Bowl potential MVP. Actually, probably Robinson, let's be honest. But Andrew Luck can do it. He did it. He got to the Super Bowl again, and he won. He's now 1-1 in the Super Bowl, which is a lot more than most quarterbacks can say. Winning the Super Bowl is not easy by any means, and he's done it. And he still has a bit more time in his career. Of course, I believe this was his signing year. We see it a lot of the time where a really good quarterback has a great season. They win the Super Bowl, and that should not be MVP numbers. Very accurate, but what the hell is that? Unless he had a lot of rushing touchdowns. And they still get let go. So we'll see if that's the case in this one. But of course, you love to see it. I don't know if we've ever won 2. Have we ever seen 2 career resimulation Super Bowls in their career? I don't think so, right? But of course, everyone on the podium. Robinson gets one before he retires. Chark gets one before he retires. I love that this team stayed intact for the most part. And you still have Allen. Cisco is there. I really like the fact that that's what happened. Unfortunately, I would assume Miles Jack is gone, and Henderson's still there, so really nice stuff. And he wins one. And he still, like we said, has time. Andrew Luck, very high completion percentage. Kyler Murray, 2 picks. That's the difference. No rushing touchdown for Luck. Just a good game. I don't know how James Robinson doesn't win it with those numbers. He's almost at the same yards as his quarterback. Come on now. Like, that's impossible to do. Let's see. Cisco, that was our guy with the sacks. Josh Allen maybe could have put him on the list. But obviously, impressive nonetheless. Winner, MVP of the Super Bowl. That's all that matters. So here's the moment of truth. Let's find out. They were like a... Oh, he's got to be gone. 87 all. That was no chance. No shot. They lose him. Chark's regressing. Robinson's regressing. Let's find out what team is going to have themselves Andrew Luck. I suppose before we leave, we also take a look at Chark. Take a look at Robinson. Assuming they're still here. Luck gets replaced by Locke. 109 touchdowns, 12,821 yards for Robinson. Let's take a look at those abilities, actually. Ankle breaker, bulldozer, bulldozer, and reach forward. Reach forward is so common, it's annoying. Chark, 12,600 yards, 85 touchdowns. Which team are we going to? Something tells me Seattle or Green Bay. Andrew Luck, still a 99 overall, and he is with the Raiders. We also changed his abilities. This is what he has now. Looking good. I mean, it's not a good pick by the Raiders, but at least they actually value their quarterback that they just got. They're like, you know what? Let's make him feel good. They bring him at a tight end. Not that he's good either. I mean, they tried, right? They tried. Center. I mean, they did things. They weren't very good picks for 11 overall, but... I mean, you got that, of course. Good time to jump the ship with Jacksonville, but I wouldn't go around celebrating too hard because you stay in the same conference and you don't really go to a better team by any means. First season as a Raider. 8-8 for Andrew Luck. 32 touchdowns, 11 picks, 4,100 yards. Josh Jacobs, he's got himself another bruiser, but obviously another guy that's on the end of his career. Almost kind of time to start paying attention to Andrew Luck's stats. I know his regression hasn't started. Maybe it's because he started out so damn good and his ratings are super high as the Vikings win a Super Bowl of the Purple Battles. But, I mean, he's not no young goat anymore. You know, this is going to be a pretty big drop-off right here alone. I'd say probably even like a 96 overall, 95. Nope, 98. He's got 34 years old. I thought, in fairness, he was... did he drop too deep? I can't tell if that's actually what happened. This is what it looks like. It's separated, though. But yeah, I thought he was 35, so never mind. The Raiders had a pretty bad draft, but they did land a star development running back, power back. I mean, that's like a Josh Jacobs clone, but slightly faster. So, you know, not a bad little pickup there for a guy that's pretty damn old at this point. Once again, though, I don't like this move by Andrew. There was definitely other teams that would have needed quarterback that he could have worked with. Hell, maybe even stay in Jacksonville. They got a pretty decent defense, but right here, this is a little bit of an if in my opinion, but it's his decision. He did what he did. Booth, 29 years old at a high overall. This guy just doesn't even, he doesn't even have a fake pitcher. That's how much they didn't care. There's like, screw it, dude. I suppose, nah, he joined a bad line too. I mean, I don't know. I don't get the decision. And it appears that Josh Jacobs is actually going to retire here. Is in the playoffs, though, at 8-8. Now that it's a crazy impressive season. But, once again, we've said it once. We've said it again. Well, we're about to say it again. You don't need a high record. You gotta just get in. And that's what matters. Obviously, it's, you know, it shows how good of a team you are when you have a low record. But, you know, you're in. Whatever. Andrew Luck, Jesus, just retire, dude. Numbers not looking great at all there. Yeah, definitely not going to win any awards there. Who was that on the coaches there, by the way? Okay, 19th for Matt Nagy. For some reason, I thought it was going to show number 1 on there. I was like, really? Number 1? Cool, man. The Raiders do beat the Chiefs, though. It's Super Bowl bound. We're in the divisional. Super Bowl bound. I can't believe we've done it. We've won. Titans, though. This is a tough one. But they do it. Let's see. Super Bowl bound! After this game, hopefully. This man makes me laugh. Going up against the Jets, and they do win. Now against the Buccaneers, can they do it? Let's get in there. I want to see, you know, if it's a new team, you know, we get to look again. Andrew Luck carrying out here. Andrew Luck appears to be carrying out here. Let's see him do it. Is it just in... Oh, is that Tampa? That's cheating! What? Scam! The Buccaneers are hosting a freaking Super Bowl. And they're in the game. That's actual scam artistry. Oh, yeah, I'm sure they'll divide up the tickets, right? 14-7, Raiders, they at least score, but, I mean, this is not looking good. This is not looking good for Andrew and company, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, this is what we like to call a good old-fashioned schlacken. I don't know if that's even what they say. Hopefully that's not a racist term. We'll take a look at Sad Andrew, and then we'll get in there. Oh, there's Sad Andrew. Damn, that's okay. Tap you on the head. Apparently, Anthony Lynn is 6'6". Let me take a look at how tall he is in real life. Actually, he might be taller than that because the helmet will add like a couple inches. Maybe, I think they say that he's 6'8" then. Anthony Lynn, height, 6'3". But if you connect the 3 all the way around, it makes an 8. So there's that. Andrew Luck with 1 touchdown, 0 picks. I mean, he didn't throw the game away, but he also didn't throw the game close. What's the opposite of away? I don't know. Whatever. He loses. But still, to get to 3 Super Bowls is impressive. That's technically the most successful. I don't remember, actually. We got to start keeping a track of these things. All right, let's talk to Andrew, who's sad. Well, promise better give everything. I mean, yeah, well, it is what it is. Like, he can only do so much. And, talk about how sad he is. Josh Jacobs was trash, too. You did not, because you were really bad. But regardless, congrats on the career. See you later, man. Hey, they added some talent, though. Hidden development tight end. Hidden development free safety. A hidden... No, they didn't get, obviously. A lineman. I have never seen such disrespect for a quarterback ever. I mean, nobody wanted to draft him. I mean, we got one. I think it was a 1 first-round lineman, and that was it. It's just... Actually, Leatherwood might have been a first-rounder, in fairness. 84 overall team. We'll take a quick gander at the team that probably won't do anything for Luck. Another wasted... Well, I wouldn't say wasted career year, because last season was actually... a pretty good one. Making the Super Bowl does mean something. Still really high overall, though, for 35 years old. Of course, this is probably the season you're going to see a massive drop-off. Same with Ruggs. Henley's got to be like 30-something. 31. Jesus. Defensively, I mean, there's a lot missing on this team. There's really not much more you could say. This team is not built for a Super Bowl, but Andrew Luck is. Let's see if he can do it. Go to the playoffs. The Raiders at 8-8 again. Not enough for the playoff berth, though. Luck touchdowns are low, but the picks are even lower. Yards over 4,000. Gillisley is not good. Yeah, this is going downhill quickly. It's been a very weird one, though. I like to see that it's not a guaranteed God moment. Andrew Luck really good, yet, stats are pretty modest for Madden Sim. But he did make it to 3 Super Bowls, 1-1, obviously. Cowboys win yet another. Andrew Luck is on a contract year, so he could be gone, and that overall tells me he might be, and he is not. But his overalls are dropping, 36 years old, now down to a 94 overall. Still really talented, though, so should see at least 2 to 3 more years out of him. And the real question is, what was the contract? It's got to be like a 1 year, I imagine. Let's take a look. I'd say 1 year, maybe 2 years. The real question is he going to retire a Raider? That's the main thing. Will he keep re-signing for whatever reason? And it is a potential tag even. But let's find out what is in store. I mean, there's really not much they could draft to turn this team into a playoff contender. I really just don't see it. This has got to be a top 5 drafting team next season. As far as their draft goes, though. 79 overall, pick 13. Middle linebacker. That's got to be the highest overall linebacker I've ever seen in a non-user created. Hidden there, obviously the pass rusher or whatever. Coverage linebacker is still really good, even without Hidden. But, yeah, interesting draft. Once again, you're not bringing in enough talent for the quarterback, for the offense, but I guess you're drafting good players. Better than nothing. Best available pick, I suppose. All right, playoffs, and once again, as expected, maybe a top 5 pick, 6-10. Andrew Luck, though, not a bad season yet again, especially what he's working with. But yeah, it's still really tragic seeing this, just absolute waste of space here this Raiders team is at this point in time. Gotta leave, right, Luck? You gotta leave. Cardinals versus the Titans. Winner is probably going to be the Cardinals, as we expected. Let's skip this. When they show retirements like that, does that mean you had one? I don't know. I mean, this would be a very early retirement for Luck, though. And he's a 91 overall at 37 years old. I don't know where that 37 came from, but it did. I mean, he's not really regressing that hard. He's 37 with really high ratings, so, I mean, he stays around yet again for whatever reason. And here they go. They go with a wide receiver. Wow, a little late. They basically land themselves like another Henry Ruggs type. It would appear at pick 6 overall. Development is star development. Not a bad pick at all. Pick 6, another hidden development. Doesn't really matter too much as a defender. A lineman with hidden. Running back is normal, but okay, that's a really solid draft. Maybe they landed another hidden. Who knows? 24. Yikes. Eddie Young. That's what they should have went for at that middle linebacker spot. Instead, they went Eddie old as damn hell. Hey, they actually made the playoffs at... What the hell is this? The whole damn division went 9-7. Luck, another really good year. Gillisley, he's clearly not the answer. Whether he's hidden or not, or star or not, doesn't matter. You got to get rid of him. Not a great year, but good enough. Andrew Luck at number 2, almost MVP. Ironically enough, Kenny Pickett for the Jaguars of all teams is the MVP. Let's take a look at quarterback. Number 3. Luck had a pretty good year there. Definitely a good year. Chargers, division rival matchup, and the winner is not the Raiders. Going to the Super Bowl now. The winner of the Super Bowl is between... Oh, no, do it. Don't do it, Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Jaguars. How many times is it going to happen? So many times has happened so far. Oh my, is Andrew still in a Raiders uniform? He is, which is surprising. We'll take a look at stats now, just in case he has a weird, early retirement. 64,000 yards, 503 touchdowns, 181 picks, 65% completion percentage, 95 longest pass in his career, 101.8 passer rating. As far as rushing numbers go, 36 touchdowns, 0 fumbles in his career. That's pretty impressive. 2,380 yards, longest run of 10 yards, which just seems kind of low, especially since he has escape artist. Hey, the Raiders do it, 10-6. I don't know how they're doing it. Maybe every team's kind of regressing, but 43-47. Hot hike. Let's take a look at the awards. That might be good enough. This is kind of the point where you see a lot of the... Okay, it's not even close. But you see a lot of the real-life names, kind of gone. So the competition's, a little bit more scarce, allowing, lesser seasons to be more award-filled ones. Of course, I didn't force any wins. I don't really care that much to do this. I want to see what happens, but I'm not going to, I don't have any agenda to make him, really good here. Going against the Browns and they win. Going against his former team, this got to mean a lot to him. And he wins. Going against the Patriots. And he wins in Minnesota. Last time we went in, it was a success. We're going to do it again. Normally we wouldn't, but it was a success. The second time we went in, we got to do it. We got to do it, simply put. And start of the second quarter, it's looking good. 14-3 against the Minnesota Vikings. 14-10. For 21-10. We've seen the Vikings kind of squander our plans as of late, Super Bowl-wise, in videos, so a little worrisome. 28-24. This is a close game, and that could do it. And it will. The Raiders win. Andrew Luck has won a second Super Bowl, 4 Super Bowl trips. I think Andrew Luck has got the most successful of the series so far. Most successful career. This is actually pretty impressive. I'm actually shocked. Good stuff, my guy. Nice win. As Andrew Luck gets a Super Bowl at the age of, 38? Maybe? 37, 38? Really impressive. And, of course, it looks like Jordan Love is the quarterback. He is for the Minnesota Vikings. He looks like he had a damn good career, too. But here we go. Andrew Luck, 4 touchdowns, 1. Wow, that's a really good season, too, or a game as well. I'm shocked that usually you don't see this, especially from a team that's not that good. It's a strange one, man. It's like he's carrying teams that just shouldn't be carried, but you look at his stats and they're not crazy impressive, right? Especially for Madden terms. But hey, here he is, hoisted another Lombardi. Absolutely impressive. And of course, he's not done yet. He might join a new team, or he'll stick around and he'll have a chance at another one perhaps. Looking at the actual numbers, we already seen them, but maybe he had some rushing numbers we didn't get to see. No. But nice. Okay, so 2 for 4. Well, 2 out of 2. Is it 2 for 4? Kind of, right? And Andrew Luck is gone. I don't know if he retired, but he is 100% gone. Let's go to the draft and see where he is. He's old, but his overall is pretty high, so I'd still imagine at least another season or 2 out of him somewhere. And let's find out if that's true. And he went to the Colts. Let's go. I've had questions saying, has it ever happened, is it ever going to happen where they go to their other team? That may have already happened, but obviously being drafted is one thing, but joining them is another. But he goes to the Colts. The weird part is he goes back to the AFC South. And, of course, the Colts had 3-13. A little bit of a debatable one because you still think maybe you draft quarterback number potentially 1 overall here, right? I don't know. This is kind of a strange one. I'm really curious to see what they end up taking because it should be quarterback. It should still be quarterback even with Luck on the team. And at 2 overall, they go lineman, and he's normal. Maybe this is why people on teams don't draft linemen. What a terrible draft. 2 overall was an absolute nightmare for the Colts. And the funny part is there's got to be a quarterback there, right? Oh, 1 overall. They got scammed. Scammed by Sam. The Panthers take Sam Colvin, quarterback number 1 overall, and he was an X factor. However, right below him, A.J. Barkley. He is normal, though, so I wouldn't trust any quarterbacks named Barkley either, probably. Duncan Truman. There's a lot of quarterbacks in this one, and this is probably going to be like a star development trait quarterback for the Rams, and it is. Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it goes. A lot of quarterbacks in this round. Mark Keaton to the Steelers. Interesting. All right, one of Andrew Luck's potential last seasons, and they missed the playoffs at 8-8. Really good year, though. Looking at the passing, it was really solid. Receiving, you got 2 guys that potentially go up in Devs. MVP, number 3 on the list. Really strange for him to go to all these different teams, and they're all in the AFC. Best quarterback award, though, for the AFC. Let's take a look real quick at his stats. I don't think he'll retire, but we have seen early retirements where the guy still could play, but they left early. Quarterback's usually one that gets untouched. 72,655 yards, 581 for touchdowns, 206 for picks. Still that 65% completion percentage. Passer rating keeps going up, though, which is nice. 95 is still his longest, and he has that many rushing yards. Interesting stuff. Let's take a look just in case at his awards. Once again, you never know if he'll call it quits here. Awards. Not a lot of awards, to be fair. 7 Offensive Player of the Weeks. That was just this. That was only 1, actually. It wasn't even 7. It was this season. 1 of them. Pick number 1 overall again. 5 Pro Bowl appearances. An MVP, a Best Quarterback, and Offensive Player of the Year award. That was only in 1 year. So, Super Bowl-wise, great. Individual stats and awards-wise, as far as Madden Sim goes, not great. Of course, in a tough division for that, or conference, so what can you really say? Super Bowl winner is the Jets. And I would assume that year, the contract with Andrew Luck and the Colts is probably a 1 year, so he could be gone, and he is not, but he is all the way down to an 81. So at 40 years old, this could be it. So the rookies, they landed a really good middle linebacker, and that was pretty much it. And, of course, it's kind of the reason why I skipped over it, because I just knew this team wasn't going to be good enough. It's just way too rough. I mean, I don't even know how he did it with the Raiders, but let alone this squad. And with him retiring potentially will make it easier on you guys that want to see the math of it. Those are his stats. Got over 600 passing touchdowns, almost like 650 total. Wonder how that ranks him. It's got to be close up there. Mahomes maybe above him, Brady maybe above him. But here it is, the Niners versus the Steelers. Will he play at 41 years old? Andrew Luck. Let's find out. The Niners and the Steelers. I think the Steelers won that one, right? As far as retirements go, I don't know if he'll be on our list, though. We should have probably looked at all. Do not know. Justin Fields retires, which is the same year that Andrew Luck was drafted. See, a different quarterback. I mean, I'm looking through all these names, and unless he's at the very bottom here, I don't think he retired. I think he's still around. We'll find out if he has a starting job or not. Andrew Luck has joined the 83 overall Atlanta Falcons as the starting quarterback. He is an 80 overall with Superstar, so if I had to put my money on it, this has got to be his final year. But with this much of a longevity here, I think he might finish greatest all-time in stats, even with some mediocre seasons in there. And, of course, still legitimately does have a chance at another Super Bowl, which would be 3 out of 5 trips, which is still not bad at all. Playoffs, and they are in the playoffs. Andrew Luck does it again. Oh, maybe not Andrew Luck does it again, but the Falcons do, I suppose. There's no way he can do another one, can he? The Vikings, team he beat in the Super Bowl, now on the NFC side, going against the Niners after a win. Wins again. There's no way. Going against the Giants, and they lose. Was he a Pro Bowler? He was at the second spot. Of course, let's take a look at the numbers now. All time. Of course, they don't show playoffs, which is kind of stupid, right? I don't think they do. 81,000 yards just about. Over 10,000 attempts, 640 passing yards, 223 for interceptions. Passer rating dropped a tiny bit. Completion percentage is still locked at 65%. As far as rushing goes, just under 3,000 yards. One touchdown away from 40 touchdowns. Of course, as far as awards go, though, I don't think he would have added any to his resume other than Pro Bowl. These are the years, by year. Once he joined Indianapolis, not bad, but I suppose he kind of had his best years in Jacksonville. Started off slow, then he started crushing it. Las Vegas, the Raiders are pretty good too. He's pretty decent, actually, just in general. Super Bowl winner is the Patriots over the Giants. What a name drop. And Andrew Luck has finally retired after 19 seasons in the NFL. Congratulations, young GOAT. If he knew this was going to happen, he probably would have stuck it out. Maybe. I don't know if he would have stuck it out, actually, because he was always kind of, tight to himself, and he was always nice in the NFL. It almost seemed like he really was, I wouldn't say in it for the money per se, but I don't know. I mean, he was a competitor, but at the same time, a lot about his demeanor told me he kind of wanted to get in and get out. But then again, maybe he was just a complete competitor. He wanted to be the best, but he made the smart call. It's hard to tell. But regardless, obviously in this sim, really impressive stuff. And let's take a look at the all-time record books. Tom Brady way up there, of course. Andrew Luck, about a whole 5,000 yards behind Lawrence, but still the fourth place player on the list. Mahomes not even close to the top, which is surprising to me. Luck just barely behind Lawrence in touchdowns, though. So as far as, overall careers go, very similar, actually. Because I got to imagine that Luck would have had a little bit better in the rushing categories. But yeah, very impressive stuff. And that is the career re-simulation of Mr. Andrew Luck. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. What do you think would have happened if he didn't retire? And do you think he actually will come out of retirement? There's no guarantees that he won't. Still young enough to do so. I don't know. I feel like we probably haven't seen... I don't know. Nah, he's done. I'd say he's done. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below if you have a player you'd like me to do, and maybe we'll do it. Of course, while you're there, maybe leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new. We do a ton of franchise videos. We try to do at least 1 or 2 of these a week. Different, kind of experiment videos during the week. And that's pretty much that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. There may be a stream on twitch.tv/Jeromepkr tonight. No guarantees. Kind of depends on how I sleep because I messed my sleep schedule up again. But I'll let you guys know in the community tab. Maybe follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. Second channel, PKR Plays. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you come back for next video. But until next video, see ya! Oh my god! I can't just do Grand Theft Auto. Because it's Cyberpunk. Got him. Oh, they can.
Will it be Angel or Sky?
Uh-oh, I forgot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damn it! I had a 50-50 shot and I sold!
Here, take a load off.
Oh, please don't take your load off onto me. Whoa, look at us. Yow, yow.
Maybe you could talk to those girls, see if we can cut in front.
I'll just do this.